Okay, back again with another alternative workout. So sticking with the full body theme, the idea of today is the X-Man look. Those of you who have been around the game a little while will maybe remember a bodybuilder from the kind of earlier 2000s called Tony Freeman. And he was known as the X-Man. And he was a huge proponent of exercises that kind of draw attention to widening your shoulders, widening your upper chest, capping your deltoids, accentuating like the outside of your biceps and all sorts of things. So the idea of this workout, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun again and do an X-Man workout. So we're starting off with some guillotine presses. So whereby you flare your elbows and take the bar to your sort of upper chest collarbone area. You want to go very light on these, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. The top weight for me today will probably be 100 kilos, maybe 120 kilos. So I never go heavy on these. And I'm supersetting that with side raises. Side raises for me are probably the best exercise there is for that kind of wide look. So yeah, I'm just going to get a few supersets in with that. Okay, guillotine presses are wonderful exercise, really hit your upper chest. They're made very popular by a golden era bodybuilder called Vince Gironda. If you've been following my channel before, you've heard me talk about him before and you've heard me talk about them before. But they are an absolutely great exercise. But proceed with caution. They can put your chest, they can put your shoulders in quite a precarious position. So you do need to be careful. Very, very, very light. The most I probably have ever used on this is 140 kilos. But on a day-to-day basis, anywhere from 80, 90 kilos up to maybe 120. I'm doing 120 tonight for sets of 10, but they're relatively slow and controlled reps. And I'm just leaving it at that. So I'm going to do 2 more work sets. You guys know I like to tend to do 3 work sets with moderate weights. So yeah, set number 2. onto my next little circuit. Now, when we think about being wide, we often think about capped shoulders, nice wide upper chest, but we can't get away from that lovely V taper. So my next superset is focusing on the lats. So I am focusing on lat pull downs, and I'm following straight away with some band pullovers. So the lat pull downs, I'm taking my time, doing 12 reps, getting a bit of a stretch. And then the idea of the band pullover is that I'm emphasizing the lats, but I'm getting like 20 reps, but I'm really kind of filling them full of blood. The idea is I'm stretching the muscle fascia, like the muscle casing, with the first exercise, and then I'm just engorging it with blood. There may be science behind this, I have no idea, but I've found over the years it works for me. I'm not a science-based lifter, I'm a practical lifter. I've done it for a long time, and it works. Now, if you're looking for ideas and variations of this, you might not have a set of bands. Instead of doing pull downs, you can do pull-ups. Instead of doing band pullovers, you could do them on a cable stack. Alternatively, you could do a dumbbell pullover, a barbell pullover. But I highly recommend hitting a pull down or a pull-up of some kind to start with. Slow, controlled, really stretch the muscle fascia, and then fill it full of blood with the second exercise. And again, I find 10 to 12 reps for the first exercise is a sweet spot with pretty good form. Holding that holding the stretch for a couple of seconds or so, and you'll just start to feel every fiber. I've only got 80 kilos on there at the moment, which is not a significant weight for me particularly. But by the time I've done 12 reps, I can really feel my lats starting to burn. And then when you get your band or your dumbbell and do your pullovers afterwards and fill it full of blood with 20 rep range, promise you it's going to burn like I don't know what. Right, I'm going to leave it there. As always, time has caught up on me. I've got a client in just a few minutes' time. Been a busy day, been a busy few days. Unfortunately, I've just come back from the hospital about 45 minutes ago because my daughter last week had a bit of an accident, my oldest daughter, who you've seen on this channel, Mia. And it turns out she's broken her leg. So we've been getting her in plaster, or I've been getting her in plaster all afternoon. And it's been a long, stressful few days. I think I've earned a few more grey hairs. But even so, no excuses. We still get some work done, and going straight back to work now, going and getting another client. So hopefully you enjoyed this workout. Just gave you a few ideas. Apologies for not being able to do it for a little bit longer. I would have also thrown in some reverse grip curls, and I would have supersetted them with either a close grip bench press, or alternatively, you can do things like kickbacks, things that just kind of accentuate the outer head of the tricep a little bit more. You can do, sorry, I didn't mean kickbacks, I meant tricep extensions, but tricep extensions across the body, and they kind of accentuate the outer head of the tricep a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, don't shy away from those basics, but this is just another alternative for those of you who are maybe just looking for a few ideas, and maybe a bit bored of the kind of standard squat bench dead, and you want to get some good work in. And as I always say, programs are awesome. I do programming, I write programs for lots and lots of people. However, ultimately, enjoy your training. Anyway, on that note, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications, all that good stuff. You guys take care, and I will speak to you soon.